All right, folks, we're back. Tell them hi, Donnie.
Hello.
Now, Donnie ain't messed with this truck very much. Somebody going. Donnie hasn't messed with this truck much. This is my '83 Silverado. And if you've been following us, we're trying to get the other truck running so that I can park this one and we can rebuild the motor in this one. But we ain't been able to make that happen yet. So, we're still working on it. But I got to make this one a little bit more drivable so it can let me along a little bit longer. And I've done all kinds of stuff to it. If you've watched our videos, you've seen us. I replaced the fuel filter, the fuel pump. That worked fine. What else have I done?
Water pump.
I did the water pump. Yep, that's right.
Power steering pump.
I did the power steering pump. That's right. I remember now. I think back in the day I did a video about the
Fan motor.
Fan motor. Did I do an air conditioning one on this one?
I don't remember.
Don't remember. Well, what we're going to do today is the thing. I've had the front end rebuilt on this thing. New tie rod ends, new ball joints, all that stuff. Everything's cool. But the gentleman that did it does not mess with steering boxes. And so the steering is problematic, let's just say. Well, it's got new shocks, all that. Basically, I had everything replaced, but except for the steering box. The steering box is leaking like a damn sieve. And there's a lot of play in the steering. So there is an adjustment on the steering box that we're gonna mess with. Now, when I did the power steering pump, I put new hoses on it too. So this hose is new, and this one, this part is old, but the rest of it's new. So there is an adjustment. Boy, it's bright. I can't see today. Right there. So there's a little nut that you loosen, and then you turn a screw, and that tightens up the slop in the steering. But I also have a leak up here, so I don't know how much that's going to take out, Donnie. What do you think?
We're going to try it.
We're going to try it. Now, if you turn that thing too far, because you might try to just take yours and turn it all the way in. If you turn that thing too far, what happens is the wheel will not easily turn back to center. It makes it where you make a turn, and the wheel doesn't want to turn back. It's hard to explain, but whenever you take, like, let's say you take a right-hand turn, you take that right-hand turn, as you make the turn, the wheel kind of wants to correct back to center so you're going straight. The wheels don't want to stay turned. If you tighten that up, what happens is you take a right-hand turn, and then it's really hard. You have to fight the wheel to get it to turn back straight. So you don't want to do that because it makes the gears mesh up too tight. I'm going to show you the slop that I've got on the steering wheel as we start. Now, there's not a perfect way to show you this, but I'm just going to unlock the wheel, and then I'm going to show you the wobble that we have in it. So there's about that much play in it. Okay. I am not moving the wheel at all. So as I drive, I've got that much play in the damn steering wheel before it even moves the wheel. So we got to get rid of some of that. So I don't know how to quantify that, but that's what we're starting with. So we're going to adjust that little screw and see if we can make it a little better.
Okay, it's me.
It's Donnie, my brother Donnie.
So what Ronnie can't see from inside, about half of that slop is that rag joint.
Uh-huh.
Come around here and look right down on it, Ronnie.
Well, I think you can wobble it out here.
I can. Let me move my keys because you don't want to scratch the side of a man's truck. See that moving? See that? Now look right there. That's moving too. That rag joint is moving like crazy, and all this is moving.
Damn. I did not know that.
So half of that is the rag joint, and look straight down at that pitman arm. It ain't moving at all.
Yeah.
So half of that is the rag joint, which the rag joint is this rubber. That's what the rag joint is. and basically the oil's got to it and made it sloppy. We might be able to tighten them bolts up and make it grab a little more, but I doubt it. It's basically riding on this before it grabs.
Well,
but we're still going to tighten up that because it is moving without that moving. But the rag joint is some of the problem here. And
well,
this here is collapsible. If you get in a wreck, that actually drives up in there. That's why that shaft's different.
okay.
So when you get a 65 Chevrolet and you want to put one of these in there, you just weld that damn thing solid. You pull it out there a little farther and you weld it solid. That's what I did with mine. That's how I got tilt wheel and all in my truck.
Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah, I still got that truck.
All right, so we're going to try to. The whole tricky thing with this is, I thought maybe I tried a video with this before. Maybe I did. I don't know. You got to hold the damn thing in place while you loosen the nut, or else it'll turn with the nut, and then you defeat the whole purpose. And I kind of want to mark where it's at right now, but we should be able to figure all that out. So we'll go grab some tools. All right, folks. So how much time has passed, Donnie?
About 4 to 5 minutes.
We've been looking for these damn Allen keys, and we found them.
And
Took a while.
We had both sets.
Yeah, we found the metrics, but you know that don't work. This is SAE, baby. What size is that wrench there, Donnie? 5/8. So you need a 5/8 wrench, and you need a Allen key.
And it's a 3/30. 3/16.
3/16 Allen key. That's the most common one, pretty much. How's it going, bud?
Got it, man.
Yeah. All right.
I've seen it all.
I don't know what to think about that. Okay. Seemed like a nice guy, though. All right, so that's the 3/16.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess hold it and turn the other one, loosen it up, and let's we're going to tighten that sucker just a little bit. Something like a quarter turn.
Well, give me a minute.
He wants a minute. I'm going to give him a minute. All right, Donnie said he wants to be smart. He's spraying, is that brake cleaner?
Brake spark cleaner.
Brake cleaner all over it, because he wants it to be nice and clean. He said we want to be smart and not stupid. Okay. Boy, it does look clean. Boy, it smells clean too. They probably don't, well, they probably do. If they're watching this, they're probably car people. Brake cleaner, boy, it gets that damn clean smell.
Okay.
All right, so now he's going to try to mark it. The nut, I think, always goes back to the same place.
With the nut, it's going to be right on that shoulder, though. This is what I'm trying to mark.
I think you got to mark the bolt.
I will in a minute.
I got to show how Donnie will work on these trucks eventually.
Okay.
All right, so he's made a big mark because we're trying. Move it to the. There you go. There you go. We are trying to know where we started. Okay. I think we turned about a quarter turn. You saw how sloppy it is. But you can't tighten it all the way up. It ain't, that don't work.
I don't know, Ronnie. Let me switch sides with you right there.
All right.
Once again, you take your keys off. Don't scratch the man's truck.
We're trying not to get ran over, too. We're doing it on the sidewalk. I don't know why Donnie wanted to do it in the street.
Can't break it.
Woo!
I felt the hair on my butt cheeks stand up.
Remember, people, these videos are free.
Okay, right there. I moved it.
You moved it? You
I
moved
broke
the
it.
nut?
Yeah, but I didn't move the inside.
Okay, good. Tighten that sucker up. It's loose, Donnie. Tighten it up.
You want to tighten up the outside or no?
If you, did you get the inside to turn?
Yeah, the inside turned easy.
Yeah, I guess. What's our wiggle like on the?
I can't tell.
I got the damn keys out of it again.
I can't tell.
Okay.
Feels like it's a lot tighter.
We're gonna put the keys on it. Yeah, but it's locked.
No, it still got wiggle.
Okay, I'm gonna put the keys in it and we'll see. All right. So how much did we turn the Allen key?
I don't know. Turn it from there to there.
So what? So you turn it. You were at like noon.
Yeah, I was at noon and I'm about 3 o'clock now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he turned it about a quarter turn. Okay, so show him. Donnie is convinced now. If you notice, this thing has gear. The gear is geared. So whenever you turn it, you don't get a 1-to-1 turn on the pitman arm down there. But that pitman arm is moving. And Donnie's saying that the play is in the rag joint, which he's right. There is a lot of play in that rag joint. But Donnie, if we tighten that up, what happens if I'm driving down the road and the bolts slip again? Really, the joint needs to be replaced, don't it?
You talking about these bolts?
Yeah.
It can't slip no more because now it's hitting steel to steel.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's going to break is what it's going to do. It's not going to slip. It's going to break apart. It's going to rip in half.
Uh-huh. So you think tightening the bolts ain't going to help us?
Tightening these bolts ain't going to help us none because it's wallering that damn rubber out. That's what it's doing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's going to rip that rubber in half, and then we're going to be in a world of shit.
How hard is it to, in a what?
Then we're going to be in a world of shit.
A world made of shit, people. The truck will be made of shit. These streets will be made of shit. That guy right there will be driving in a river of shit.
If that comes loose, you're going to think you was in a world of shit driving down the road.
I always thought that was the funniest saying ever. That's almost as good as up shit creek without a paddle.
Yep.
You know what that means? You might get some shit on you.
Yep. You're gonna have to jump out and swim.
Okay. All right. So you think how hard is it to change a rag joint?
Well, you take these two bolts out, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you loosen that one, and then you put your pry bar right there, and you push that shit up, and all this goes up. It collapses.
Do I have to loosen the one on the bottom there? Because if that's gonna mess me up,
yeah,
that's gonna get me off centered.
You're gonna have to take that one off, and it all just comes right out. That you replace it.
Oh, that's part of the rag joint?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we turned the nut a little bit, so now I'm going to drive it around the corner.
Well, I got to tighten that first.
We got to tighten it, but then I'm going to drive it around the corner to make sure that I don't, that the wheel will still correct, that it doesn't get me stuck where the wheel won't turn back the way it is.
It'll make sure he ain't up shit creek.
Yeah, exactly. Don't want that to happen. All right, so we'll see what happens. All right, folks. Yeah, it's driving fine. That's a lot better. It's still got wobble in it, but that's grabbing right there. So I can feel it. It probably took an inch out of it. I think he's probably right. I think a lot of that's probably in that damn. That rag joint is just about this big. So if you think about it, the wheel is only turning a little bit. So I think you might be right. What do you think, Donnie?
Thumbs up for filming. Like the channel and subscribe to us if you hadn't already. We'll catch you on the next one.
How come the whole downtown smells like weed right now?
I just farted, but it wasn't. It shouldn't be weed.
No, my God. Done ruined another video. All right, folks. We'll see you on the next one.